Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the show. This is Jeng and Jeru. Now, today we have the Matchmaker show, and you understand the protocol here. Any other time we have a man on board, the man is looking for a woman, and when we have a woman, the woman is looking for a man. Today we are having a man, and I'll be telling you the kind of woman he is looking for. But before then, if you're watching us for the very first time, this is the Matchmaker show. We help men and women to get matches, and the moment they get the right ones, they meet their destinies. So you're not lost. If you're new to the show, subscribe, like the video, and don't forget to leave a comment. Also, the contacts of our guest will be on my Facebook page at Jenganjero. So you can follow Jenganjero on Facebook, and we'll be getting these updates in real time. Our guest on today's show is an international candidate. I've told you here time and time again that this is an international show. And our candidate is Benjamin Wagura, 67 years old, single and searching, a man in the United States of America, and currently in Mississippi. Now, at the age of 67, you could be asking yourself, why is Benjamin single? What kind of a woman is he looking for? Which part of Kenya does he come from? How long has he been in the United States? And what is the end goal? Because every relationship has an end goal. Every relationship has an end goal. So you would like to know those details. Now, Mr. Benjamin is a 67-year-old man who is widowed. He is widowed since 2017, and there was a time I had brought his story in the year 2023, and he got a woman. And I don't know the problem with most people. Why should people lie? He got a woman, and the only thing that this woman wanted was to get papers, and that is why she wasted a lot of time, because she only was interested in papers, but he was able to know. You see, if you start communicating with people, you can know if they are possessing red flags. If they are posing as red flags, you will see. You know, most of you think that love is blind. It is actually an eye-opener, because when you start talking with somebody, you can identify those red flags. When you start talking to people, you can be able to tell whether these people are genuine or not. And at the end of the day, then you will know what to do. When he was 65, he was on the show. And now he is 67, he is back again. And the end goal is to get married, to get a marriage partner. And that is what this show stands for. Now, Mr. Benjamin is currently in Mississippi. When I was posting his show in 2023, he was in Washington. And he's currently in Mississippi, and he's widowed. He is widowed, and he went to the US in the year 2004. And he wants a vibrant woman, a woman who is willing to go back home and settle down, because he says that the US is his country. He has been a resident, he has been a citizen there, and he has been in the country for 67 years. So the end goal is to go and eat what he has been making and invest. He has been investing, he has been making money. So it is his time now to enjoy what he has been making in Kenya. So if you're in the US, you could also be an ideal candidate. If you're in Europe, you could be an ideal candidate. If you're in Canada, you could be an ideal candidate. However, he says he does not want a woman who wants to stick in the US. Okay? So if your goal is to stick in the US, if your goal is to stay in the US, then you will not be an ideal candidate, because you will not be sharing the same dream. You will not be sharing the same goals. He wants somebody who is going to settle, someone who is going to settle back in the country. He has built his own home in Thika, and therefore going back home every other time he comes every December. Every year he comes, and he is able to invite his kinsmen, and therefore he feels that anytime from now, as soon as he gets a good woman, he can relocate to now follow up and manage his investments. He says that being widowed has not been easy, and he was taking his time off to reflect on what he would want in the next phase of his life, and therefore he has made a conclusion that if the woman he's going to get is divorced, the divorce must be official and backed up with papers, not by word of mouth. So if you're approaching him, if you send him, let's say on WhatsApp, you send him your proposal, that means you will be attaching a divorce, not immediately anyway, but a divorce proof after you have started talking, because he wouldn't want to waste time. He says that He does not have a lot of time remaining. If God gave him 100 years, he only has how many remaining? 33. So he doesn't want to waste time, and therefore it is good to choose wisely. He wants a woman between the ages of 35 and 50. If you're 51, don't call. If you're 51, don't contact. So he wants somebody who is serious, somebody they can be able to do something together. He has so many ideas, and he says that he still feels young and he still has a lot to offer. So anyone asking him to retire is actually being rude to him, and therefore he would prefer somebody who is coming to settle down, and if they're investing, they can invest together because he has so much to offer. His preference goes to widows, women who have lost husbands, and if there is an African woman, particularly in Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, or even in Congo and Rwanda, but if in Congo and Rwanda, should be should be fluent in English, because you see, those are francophone countries. If you are in Rwanda, if you're in Burundi, if you in even in Congo, that means you are francophone. That means the country was colonized by the Frenchmen, and if the country was colonized by the Frenchmen, that means French is the official language. So if the woman has prowess, or the woman is fluent in English, that one is a deal maker. But if she does not understand, she should stick to her country. But if Ugandan or even Tanzanian, it will be ideal. If Tanzanian or even Ugandan, but willing to settle in Kenya, in Thika specifically. Thika is some part of Kiambu County. Eh? It's almost Nairobi, because people who work in Thika go to Nairobi every day. In fact, buses from Nairobi to Thika and back, they charge, I think, 100 bob. Okay, you know those buses, Akina Super Metro, Kenya Mpya. Which other bus goes to Thika? There is which other bus? You name them. Manchester. Those are vans. Now he wants a woman who is willing, if he will be going to the US, not to work. If this woman wants to go to the US, it's just to visit, because once in a while he'd like to go and visit. He says that he has gotten a good opportunity to explore the world, and now it is his time to settle down. However, he says, my retirement will not be boring. I can promise that my retirement will not be boring. I am vibrant, and that explains why I am looking for a vibrant woman. A woman between the ages of 35 and 50, with or without children, but not children in napkins. So if you're there, you are single and searching, and you feel like Mr. Benjamin Wagura, a Kikuyu man who is currently in Mississippi, who is serious about getting a marriage partner. If you feel like this is an ideal match, you can reach out to him. I will post his contacts on my Facebook page at Jenga Njero. Jenga Njero is a verified Facebook page with more than 147,000 followers as of today. So you will check out that page on Facebook. Those contacts expire within 24 hours. That is why I keep on asking people, subscribe to this YouTube channel for your own good. Okay, subscribe to this YouTube channel, enable the notifications bell. Any other time I release a new video, YouTube automatically notifies you, and the moment you get notified, you can rush to Facebook, pick the contact, and then you reach out to the guest at your own convenient time, even after the number or the contact has expired. If you also want your story to be broadcasted like that of Mr. Benjamin, you can reach out to us through the numbers you can see on the screen: 0712 997 660. And then one thing will lead to another. We can broadcast your story, we can post it on Facebook, or even we can arrange something private for you. Until then, this is Jenga Njero. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.